when you're in your 40s, you pretty much, not everyone, but you have kids, you have your career, you're kind of like settled in your ways, and then you're meeting people, but like you're not expecting anything of them. I don't know. Maybe because people can be so disappointing.
And it's just so frustrating because every single day I have to remind myself that I made the decision to be with him. Like an idiot, like a freaking idiot. But it's like, do I have to pay for this for the rest of my life? You know? Do I have to pay for this mistake the rest of my life?
Talk about grief for a minute. And I'm not talking about death in the family grief. I'm talking about, I thought my life would be different at this stage of the game grief. I thought this relationship would last forever.
Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Welcome back to the channel, to all the ladies and to all the narcissists. And if you're new to the channel, I'm not trash talking you. It's just according to women, all men are narcissists. So we'll go with that. But now guys, let's jump into today's episode. We got quite a few stories that are interesting in the way that they reveal women's nature. So let's get started.
Okay, something that people don't talk enough about, like when you're divorced, is that all that betrayal and shit doesn't just like go away, right? I literally have to forgive this man every single day. I don't understand when people are like, yeah, I just like had a breakthrough and then I just stopped caring and da-da-da-da. It's like, no, there's shit that this man does every single day that triggers me and pisses me off. But I'm also reminded that I'm here in the state of Louisiana because of this man, and I'm stuck here because I can't move within a certain amount of miles. He can't either. But then I also wouldn't ever want to take him away from my daughter, so I wouldn't want to try to like go for full custody because she loves him and he's a great dad. But it's like I also don't want to be stuck here without any family, no help, nothing. I always have to help him on his week. He can never help me on my week. And it's just so frustrating because every single day I have to remind myself that I made the decision to be with him. Like an idiot, like a freaking idiot. But it's like, do I have to pay for this for the rest of my life? You know? Do I have to pay?
So maybe someone in the comments will let me know what exactly is happening here. I don't know if they're divorced, still together. I think she mentioned she's from Illinois. I don't know what exactly is happening. But what I can understand is she has to be with him. I don't know if the state is involved in that decision. She mentions she doesn't want to take her daughter away from him because the daughter loves her father, which, you know, good thing for that. But she asked the question, do I have to pay for this for the rest of my life? Yes, you should. And that's the way it should be. Marriage is forever. If you don't want to take the responsibilities and the risks of marriage, don't get involved in a marriage. But once you do, once you say the words till death do its part, it literally is till death do its part. With really small situations that are not like this. So maybe if you become a widow, you can get remarried. If your partner cheats, you can get remarried. But other than that, yes, you have to stick up to your decisions. Crazy, guys. I know it's crazy. Women nowadays do not fancy this idea of having to, you know, stick around your choices and take on responsibility and be accountable for the choices you make. But this is the way it is. And she mentions that she has traveled to another state because of him, right? So deeply in love this woman was. And like, here's the thing. I don't know this woman's particular case, but talking in general, women will so often chase after that one boy or man, whatever, who is like way above them. You know what I mean? Like, they could go for so many dudes that they will not cheat, they will not leave them. They will not stop caring about them. Yet they go for that one who is unavailable to them, and they're willing to do whatever to be with him. You know, and it often leads to that. It often leads to the guy losing feelings or not caring enough because he never did in the first place. You know, So I don't know this woman's particular case, and I do understand that men do the same to a certain degree. You know, they always go for the girl who is more attractive. They also have some expectations. You know, they wouldn't settle with just about any girl, especially if a man is more attractive and has more things going on for him. He has higher expectations and standards, but I could say to a normal degree, you know, to an understandable degree. Like, you don't hear men going on the internet saying, I want a supermodel that will be a trad wife, that will make me 4 children, that, you know, will be okay with whatever I do. You don't hear that from men, from the average man. While, in the other hand, so often you hear from absolutely average women having unreal expectations about what men should be. So this is my answer to all these women that whine about their marriages and stuff. Women are the ones who pick marriages. Women are the ones who pick who to sleep with. Women are the ones who pick whom to start a relationship with. So it's on you, ladies. It's on you to pick that one guy you know is not gonna leave you behind.
Pay for this mistake the rest of my life. I am in this situation because I am here. I came here to be with my husband. Never again in my life will I ever move for another man. Don't ever move for a man, ever. I promise you, never ends well. Ask any woman. It never ends well. Because men are not loyal, and men ain't shit. Now I sound bitter.
I think I'm just gonna start this dating in your 40s rant. I don't even know if it's a rant or it's just a discussion. I have no idea. But dating in your 40s is like, I don't know. Like, are we taking it seriously? Like, I don't even know. Like, is it a joke? Is it serious? I don't know. When you're in your 40s, you pretty much, not everyone, but you have kids, you have your career, you're kind of like settled in your ways, and then you're meeting people, but like, you're not expecting anything of them. I don't know. Maybe because people can be so disappointing that you just don't take it seriously. I don't know.
Yeah, people are disappointing, guys. You know what's disappointing? That there are women 40 years old with kids on the dating market that are getting more attention than men that have a lot of things going on for them. That is what's truly disappointing. Like, when she started, I'm 40 years old, dating at 40. I'm gonna rant a little. It's just hilarious, man. It's like a guy who never goes to the gym and is absolutely overweight complaining about dating. You're not in a position to complain about dating when you're in your 40s and you come with kids and you work a 9 to 5 and you have no time to spend. You don't have the ability anymore to have more children. You know, you come from a divorce, most likely. You have a dating history and a body count in the triple digits. You're not in a position to whine about dating.
And then, this is stupid.
Yeah, guys, and they are disappointing, meaning guys are not willing to provide for me. They're not willing to pay my bills. You know, what exactly is disappointing about these guys? Like, what do you expect? The reason why they're disappointing to this woman is not because they are bad dudes or whatever. No, it's because they don't comply with all her needs, because they don't want to be slaves, because they don't say to her, okay, I used to have a life, but now that I met you, you know what, I'm going to be your little slave. Put me on a leash and just write me a to-do list for me to fulfill, you know, all your needs and desires, because you are a queen. This is what she means by saying that they are, you know, that they are not worth it, or whatever she meant. I forgot the word right now.
And then you're just having fun. And so you're going out and you're meeting different people, and then you are like, well, like, what do I want? I mean, I know I don't want to get married, so what am I doing?
A 40-year-old woman asking TikTok, what am I doing with dating? What am I doing with my life? And what do I want? I wonder why she's divorced, guys. you don't know what you want at 40, I don't know, you just failed at life miserably. I cannot understand and comprehend how these women can be so lost. Like, you'd think that people in their 40s will know what they want. You know, like the age of 40 will be for you to consider if you've walked the path that you wanted. At 40, you should already think, well, I succeeded with this goal I had set for myself. I have succeeded with this other thing, this third thing that I wanted. I haven't reached my goal yet. I need to do a little more. You know, like, it's the time to draw the thing, write down the things that you've accomplished, and focus on the ones you still have left. Not to be asking yourself, what do I want to do? This is something you should have figured out in your 20s.
Are we just like going out? We going out to dinner? We're doing fun things? We're having drinks? Is there like a future? Like, do you get deep? Like,
Well, I'll show you. I get deep. Whatever, guys. It's like, are we having fun? Are we having dinner? Having fun, guys. Oh, I can tell you, she's had her fair deal of having fun. It's like, she's not even trying, right? She's not even trying. She has demands, but she doesn't even know what they are. She doesn't even know what she provides in return. It's like, what man in his sane mind will go on a date with this woman and take it to the next step, you know, and think, this woman doesn't know what she wants, doesn't know what she provides, other than kids from another man and bills that I have to pay if I want to commit to her. But you know what? It sounds like a good deal. It's so... Man, I don't know if to categorize it as disgusting and disrespectful or just straight up hilarious. It's like a salesman coming to you and telling you, hey, I can sell you this 25-year-old car secondhand for full price, and you're sitting there like, yeah, tell me more about it. Like, men, look at this woman, look at her dating history, look at the things she's done and where she's in life, and at the idea that they can take it the next step, they just laugh, guys. Like, there's no hope for this woman.
if you're getting deep, that means you're forming a connection and like a bond, but for what? Like, it's like my priorities right now. Like, do I have room to be deep with someone? Like, is it worth it?
Yes.
Like, we all like
after so many years of you chasing Chad, I guess you have room for people to go deep. But enough with the S3X jokes. It's just this woman, man, that is making them so easy to go for.
we all want to love and be loved, but like, how do you like open up and let someone in?
Love is not enough, she says, and I've noticed a lot of women say this. I just want to be loved. You know, like, I am a hopeless romantic. I just want real love. You know, we'll go through the difficulties together. You had a marriage already, right? You have kids. You had them with someone. What happened there? You know, don't tell me that your husband just didn't love you from day one. What happened there? They don't even try their marriages. They don't even try in their serious relationships for love, you know? Like, the moment some problems start to arise, the moment the guy is maybe, you know, feeling bad about something out of the relationship or whatever, they just leave the problem. You know, they don't even try to fix it or try to help the husband in fixing it. They just take themselves out of there. They kick the husband out of the family unit, and then they go on dating apps saying that, oh, I'm looking for love. Damn.
After so many years and after so many like failed situations or trauma or completely not knowing how to trust again. So it's like,
yeah, important that she said that. You know, trauma, trust issues, pair bonding ability that is lost, failed situationship, you know, all those things are the results of having anything other than a serious relationship. Anything other than a serious relationship, whether it be hookups, situationships, talking stages, divorces, whatever they call it, all of that is bad and results in this, in you just losing your ability to be with a person, in you becoming a liability, in you becoming a problem, in you becoming something bad rather than something beneficial for a guy. And these women that are up in age, guys, they always come with this. They always come either with kids from another man, either with a divorce, or either with a long ass dating history that is all ruined. This is why I've mentioned multiple times, women over 25 are just a red flag, because they never end up being 26, being celibate, or being in, oh, I've only been in one relationship, something really bad happened. That is one out of every million cases. In all the rest of the cases, they just have a long dating history of them making bad choices. What makes you think that you're gonna be number 436 of her situationships that is eventually going to work out? This is why the past is really important. This is why men really do care about women's body counts and stuff, because it just foretells the future. And this woman has no future.
What am I doing? Do I just go out and have fun? I mean, I'm having fun, right? So do I go have fun? Do I take it seriously? Do I... Like, what do I want? I don't even know what I want.
Well, great job figuring that out. Like Socrates says, the only thing I know is that I don't know. So this woman, modern day Socrates, madam, you can have fun, you can have an attempt at something serious. Whatever you do, you've already hit the wall a long time ago. There is no saving. There is no future. Right? There is no solving this problem. It's over. So you can do whatever you want to do. You'll get the same outcome. You'll be alone for the rest of your life. And I don't say that because I don't trust in people, or I don't trust that people can change. I think that people can change even in desperate situations. But you see that just your past determines your future. The mistakes that she has done in her past are what now rules her present day. She doesn't know what she wants. She doesn't know where she's going. In the meantime, well, she doesn't know. She just has random hookups with random strangers, making the problem even bigger. I mean, this is why, guys, I don't think that any woman at this age is absolutely doomed, even though most of them are. But it's just, again, her past is what dictates her present nowadays. She's absolutely lost, and she won't find her way out.
But like, going out and having fun and not taking it seriously, yeah, I'm having fun, but like, are you being real? Like, are you being who you really are? If you're not like opening up your heart, are you being like an honest part of yourself with someone else? I don't know. Like,
I don't care about that line of thinking. I just wanted to tell you guys, remember, the happiest demographic on earth are single ladies. This woman is the happiest demographic on earth, guys. She's happier than the millionaires and billionaires and guys in happy families and married wives. She's happier than all of them. Like, can't you see from this TikTok? That stupid quote unquote questionnaire that has been made, that we've asked women, are they happy after being single? And they all say, yes, I'm so happy. Wow, living my best life. I don't have to care for a husband or for kids. I'm just so happy. This is what they are, right? That they may feel or think that they are happy when they are 25 and they're still pulling all the chads, but you wait, you set your clock, you wait for 10 years to pass, and this is how they end up. Even though this woman is still having situationships, she's still chasing after Chad, but the epiphany phase is there. She's already starting to question, am I happy? Am I lost? Am I single? Why do I feel lonely? She's sleeping with multiple men. They are still paying the dates for her, but she feels lonely because people are not made to be single. Especially women, they have more emotional needs than men. So you see, guys, it always ends up in them suffering and crying themselves to sleep. So don't tell me this nonsense of, oh, single women are the happiest demographic. No, they're not.
Is this all just like, is this all a game? Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know.
But now, guys, let's move on to another person that is part of that percentage of the happiest demographic on earth, single women. Just look at her face, man. That face irradiates happiness all throughout. Just by looking at her happy face, I'm already smiling. Just look at her, guys. She is the happiest demographic on earth. If you're at the gym or whatever, just take a look at this woman's face, man, and tell me if this is not the happiest person you've ever seen. But now let's get started.
Can we talk about grief for a minute? And I'm not talking about death in the family grief. I'm talking about, I thought my life would be different at this stage of the game grief. I thought this relationship would last forever grief. I thought my friends would be here for me in meaningful ways grief. I thought my health would be better at this point grief. I thought my finances would be in a different place grief. I'm talking about these significant life disappointments. And a lot of times when we feel those, sometimes we try to rush past the sadness that we feel and try to give ourselves the old pep talk. And I realized that in trying to rush past the sadness and rush past those feelings, that in stifling my grief, I was also stifling my growth, because through grief, I found something called self-compassion. And self-compassion is when you turn inwardly and give yourself the kind of love, support, care, comfort, patience that you would give a friend who was going through a tough time. And in allowing myself to grieve and also allowing myself to experience compassion and time and support, I actually found myself better able to move forward and find peace and resolution rather than suppressing it and acting like it didn't exist or that it didn't bother me. So it's okay to allow yourself to grieve. So
the TikTok ends right here, and I have to agree with one thing. It's that grief is a good thing, and soaking in your sadness can be a good thing. Now, it's not good to suppress your sadness or act like it's not there, but the moment you start to feel compassion for yourself and just feel pity about yourself, you're coping. You're just coping in the same way that you cope when you try to, shut up that gut feeling that you're feeling sad. Like, you're doing the same thing, madam. You've went from suppressing your sadness to allowing your sadness to flow, only to then feel compassion about yourself. In what way does that help you? So the way I think, and leave me your comments about what you think below, but what I think is that grief is a good thing. It's your body, your mind, your soul, whatever you want to call it, telling you that something is not okay. In this woman's case, she's single. She mentions her health is not well, her goals she hasn't reached. So something better than the previous woman that didn't even know where she's at, didn't even know the planet she's living on. This one at least knows that she hasn't fulfilled her goals. But instead of taking accountability for that and maybe, thinking about her mistakes, etc., she just feels compassion for herself. And this whole attitude of, oh, I'm going to forgive myself first, I'm going to learn, heal, and all this nonsense, guys. I really hate this soft approach to life, like we are always the victim. And the first and most important thing is to forgive ourselves and just feel compassion. Look at me, I'm the victim, I'm just so sad in life. No, this is a really dumb approach. It's a weak approach that doesn't take you anywhere. It's just coping and not thinking about the problem. Grief is a good thing. Use it to make yourself feel bad. Soak in your sadness until you actually find a solution, until you actually at least take accountability for the mistakes that you've done. So even if you don't fix them because maybe it's too late, at least you learn your mistake. And then you can forgive yourself. But don't start with, oh, I feel sad, let me immediately cope by forgiving myself. Just anything but take accountability. And guys, personally, I am a person that is maybe too harsh on himself, I can admit. So it's about finding the balance. Let me know what kind of person you are. Do you think you are more on the side of being too harsh with yourself, or do you think you are too easygoing with yourself? But it's important to find a balance, and in today's society, most people are inclined to not take accountability and just take on this attitude of being the victim, like, you know, as if the universe owes them something, as if their life not being perfect and not taking them to where they want is somehow some other person's mistake, you know, or God or the universe. No, most of the things in life are because of your doing. So this is why I think it's really important to be harsh with yourself, or find a balanced way to take accountability. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments. I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.